We have a great opportunity to welcome Arinda Prabhu.
Yeah.
He just arrived to Chiang Mai, and he is one of two men of the Chinese mission. So, Dandavad
Okay.
Prabhu.
Dandavad, everyone. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Arinda from China, Shenzhen.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit of your story. How did it happen that you came to Krishna consciousness?
Okay. 1.5 years ago, I practiced yoga, physical yoga very much. I like it very much. I think it's good for body, healthy, and also good for the people to control the emotion. But in the process, I met Jamula Didi, and she led me to Krishna consciousness activity. I went there and met many our pretty Didi, just like Lalina and Jaya, and also Jamula. And in the activity, I think everyone sing and dancing very happy. So I was attracted very much by the group of girls, and beautiful and happy. So yeah, after that, Jaya and Nalina suggested me to come to Chiang Mai, and last October I went here and also met more and more pretty girls there, and so I'm impressed very much by the happiness, by the happy family. And I also asked a lot of questions from Goswami Maharaj, and his many answers for my questions. I was moved, and believe in the Krishna consciousness is a top spiritual living activity, and also the consciousness. Okay, that is my experience about Krishna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like first you were attracted by the beauty.
Yeah. Right.
And then, but then you started asking some questions that were on your mind, and they were answered. Which questions?
Yeah, I asked many questions for even at the beginning for Lalila and Jaya, and they suggested me to ask the Goswami come here to ask the Goswami Maharaj. And when I came here and I have the chance to talk with Maharaj, and I suggest one most impressive questions about very common living example.
Yeah.
Well, when I drive, I'm always easy to be irritated by some other cars. There's some people that cut in front of me.
Oh,
So at the time I feel a little angry. Why they not follow the regulation or something?
You mean driving the car?
Yeah,
somebody cuts you off and you get angry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But Maharaj's answer is okay. Just this kind of living examples can happen every day in all kind of all kind of status or other shape. But if you just moved with the surface of the emotion, then you are very easy to get angry. But if you dropped into the water deeper and more deeper, then maybe you can know your living living purpose or living experience more, so you will not be moved by these kind of small issues.
So it's like you need to go deeper.
Yeah, go deeper. Yeah,
cool.
I think this answer give me a very great instruction. So this can be one a light to give me the instruction for my living road.
So it helps you to control your emotions better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Great. And what was your experience with Srila Goswami Maharaj when you first met him?
Sorry?
Srila Goswami Maharaj. You took initiation from him, right?
Yeah, right.
So what was your feeling about him? How did you know that this is your guru?
Yeah, I think he's very great guru. And first, his answers for my questions is so helpful for me. Second, I think I also is very intelligent man, and have all kind of diversity, all kind of he's good at any kind of even modern tools, his camera, video, and even the music. So he's good at even writing. So I think everything he's good at that. So I'm so impressed by that.
Yeah. And so talking about guru, in Chinese culture, I don't know, do they have any conception of spiritual master or guru? Did you know what is guru before you met Srila Goswami Maharaj?
Yeah, that's a pity. To be honest, I don't know so much about the master in China. Just the Buddha is Buddhism is famous. Is a little popular in China, but actually, to be honest, not for me at least. I don't have a much access to a chance to access to the Buddhism. And even the Buddhism become a little commercial way in current in China currently. So maybe it's my problem. I didn't spend much time to access to that, perhaps. But anyway, no matter what kind of consciousness or religion, but if I have the chance to contact them, that is my opportunity. Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's about religion. But I was wondering about like the conception of a teacher, and because I know in China there are like tea masters and some martial art artists. It's in their it is in the Chinese culture to accept somebody who is higher than you, because for example in America, it's like I know everything. And I don't need a guru. Yeah. So in China, how is it?
Yeah. Anyway, we can go to look for all kinds of teachers. Just if you want to study the tea, then you can find the tea master. If you want to study the drawing, you can find the drawing master. But this, we just think maybe they give you skills. They just give you skills. But anyway, you are talking about the guru. Guru is the people who can give you the spiritual leading, can guide your living and even your life purpose. So it's much higher than the skills. So I think for me, I have no the chance to access to get to know the guru, but at this time I have the chance. So I think it's a very happy thing for me to get a guru here.
Yeah. Did you notice any change in your life? Like you took initiation about 1 year ago?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of change in my living, especially in last October. I'm moved by by the harmonious and the happy family here in Chiang. And I spend, to be honest, I spend many days to fight against with myself. And if I get initiation a lot, because at that time I didn't understand Krishna consciousness very much, but I think at least the harmonious, happy, the family, especially the Didi and the Papu here is so nice, great. So he's so happy with them. Then why not I don't join in? So that's the only reason for me to join in. After that, then I try to to find the ways to study more about the consciousness, Krishna consciousness. But anyway, when I went back, to be honest, I went back the reality world, and it's so commercial. So anyway, so it's a little pity for me to. I think I haven't got much improvement in my consciousness. It's a pity thing. But anyway, I already used all kinds of my understandings in my everyday daily living. Yeah. I also believe that the Krishna consciousness is only the way to go straight. We cannot go back. But anyway, it's not a smooth way. It's a little harder way. Perhaps we will go up. Sometimes go up, sometimes go down. I think it's a way for everyone to experience. But anyway, I have to study more for Didi and the Pabos, and even to study more from Guru and get more association with our Didi and the Pabos to study each other. This is the only thing I have to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Looks like your life haven't been boring for the past year.
Yeah.
It was interesting, many changes.
Yeah. There's so many happy things. Also some, not so happy things.
Yeah. Well, Guru Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj says that progress means to accept the new and to leave the old, what is not necessary anymore. So when you're progressing, you're taking something new and you're leaving something behind. Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, right. So today, this morning I arrived here, and I have quite new feelings. Comparing with to last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in coming days I will get more and more feelings. This is my destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Great. So we were talking about family and how you felt that the devotees are your family. I heard that this conception of family is very strong in the Chinese culture. Is that true?
Yeah, right.
So what about your personal family life? How is that going?
Yeah, my parents loved me very much, and I also love them. And I have a son now. My son loves me, and I also love him very much. So family, I think is fine. But anyway, I also have made many mistakes in past years, and I got experience from that. I think I can can make my family better and better in future. Yes, and as I think Krishna consciousness also helped me to do that better. Yeah, I believe that. And you are talking about the Chinese Krishna family? Oh.
Sure.
Yeah. We have many Didis, and I think 2 Papus in Chinese family now. But we have many happy days, and also some, maybe some small quarreling.
Well, that's natural for the family.
Yeah, but in the process, we're also looking for many good way to solve the problems. And the Didis have the same feelings with me. They want to make the center to better and better.
Cool. So I have a question. How can it happen that you can be distant from your real blood family, for example. But when you meet some like strange people who dance and sing, you feel connected. Why? How does it happen? Why?
Yeah, I think there's a little, how to say, different philosophies, feelings about that. The real family is just about, how to say, the blood collection. And this is a very, how to say, how do you say that? It's a very traditional, consciously, I think, traditional. You're talking about when we dance and talking with Didi and Papus. I think this is more about the spiritual feelings. If we have the same and common spirituals pursue, I think we can get along with each other very easily. So you can understand me, I can understand you very, very easily. So we can, we can be a friend for many years just in 1 second.
Cool. So it's like when you have one spiritual goal, it unites people and makes them sometimes even closer than your real mother and father.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And after all, they say that, like, this birth you take birth as their son, next birth you take birth as like their father. It's not. It's all temporary.
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, it's a temporary relationship because every people have a very limited life. But yeah, yeah. Except that because our spiritual understanding or experience is different. Just my experience is much different from my parents. So maybe we cannot understand each other, but we have a traditional, how to say, traditional relationship and a blood relationship. So this relationship is a fixed. This is traditional, but maybe we cannot talk to each other very much about spiritual feelings. But we can we can respect each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So maybe let's talk now about India.
India.
India. So Krishna consciousness was originally, is originally coming from India. And we also know that China and India were connected in the past.
Yeah.
How is it now? What do the Chinese think about Indian culture?
India is it is a very secret, how to say, secret place for Chinese also, because very few Chinese people has been there. But nowadays it's better than before. The Indian, the most Chinese people know India because of the Buddhism. But to be honest, because there's how to say, sensitive political relationship, maybe we can get a little information about India from the internet or newspapers. But anyway, still so many people curious about India's religions.
I heard that when recently we, like some Chinese girls and myself, we went to India, and I heard them say that some of their friends were saying, like, don't go to India, you'll get cheated there and killed, and it's so scary. Is it? Do people in China afraid to go to India?
Yeah, I think a little. I had a chance to went to go to India just last November.
Oh.
But for business trip. Yeah, I went there with a friend because he has some customers in India. But we went there, but there is Indian people just drove us everywhere and protected us everywhere. We didn't experience bad things, but we just feel, how to say, the environment maybe a little, how to say, not so good. And
a little crazy, maybe?
Yeah, especially the cars on the roads.
Yeah, that was
Crazy cars.
like no line. You just
Yeah.
go like this, and cows and
Yeah.
bicycles and all
Mhm.
mixed up. Yeah, that can make you believe in God a little bit. Like,
Yeah,
how you don't die on those roads?
yeah, we don't know. So I never dare to drive in India. Even I believe I have a very good driving skills in China. We visited the Indian family. I think the people are very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Are they any different from the Chinese?
To be honest, I cannot find much different from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But I just like Indian songs very much. There's a little girl about 18 years old, can sing very well. Yeah, very
Indian
beautiful
songs.
Indian songs.
Indian songs. How about kirtan?
Yeah, kirtan.
Do you like kirtan?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we can sing with the pretty devotees and the beautiful songs, and especially how to say some music is really beautiful.
Do you have a favorite one? Do you have favorite kirtan?
The how to say the Gurudev sounds very beautiful.
Gurudev. Cool. So, what shall? All right. Was like I know that in China, there are not many vegetarians, for example.
Yeah, it's true.
And maybe there is a lot of attractions and movies probably to like, I don't know, like is there anything that was especially hard for you as a Chinese to accept? Like we have like 4 regulative principles, like no meat eating, no gambling, etc., etc. Like, was there something in Krishna consciousness that was especially hard for you, or just hard for you to accept as a Chinese?
For me, it's not hard. I think, yeah. To be honest, at the beginning, I practiced physical yoga, and at the time, I think I have some. Why I so hard to control my emotion? There must be some problems with myself. So I have to find a way to solve the problems. So I'm looking for all kind of a way to do that. I went into the Christian church, and also tried to contact some Buddhist people, but not succeeded to solve my so many questions. But only I went to Chiang Mai and asked a question to Maharaj. His answer, I think, very impressive and helpful. So why not? Why I don't join in Krishna consciousness? So this is a very simple reason for me. So easy for me to do that. Yeah, for most Chinese people, they are suffering from the reality living, but people think, okay, I just want to be a good person. Maybe the living will be better. So this is also one kind of a teaching from the Buddhism. Okay, you can be a good person, then you can get better living. But for me, it's a little hard for me to give me answers for so many questions from my mentality. So I have to find another way to do that. So I'm trying to look for the way there, and finally.
You found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Cool. But are people in China, are they religious? Do they believe in God, or mostly atheistic? How do they live? Like, what is the purpose of life for the Chinese?
Yeah, I think more and more people join in the Buddhism or Christian. Yeah, they try. I think they are trying to find many ways to find the answer also, because now the Chinese economy is getting better and better, and in past year they just they want to to let their how say material living better. But now they already realized the purpose. Now they have their how say higher purpose. Okay, why I'm living in the world, and how can I get the better living? So I think we have the great potential opportunity to let more people to understand Krishna consciousness, have the chance to contact the Krishna consciousness.
Cool. Yeah, I heard that Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, who brought Krishna consciousness into the Western world, he said that China will be last to accept Krishna consciousness, but they will follow the best. So we are waiting for you guys for the Hare Krishna revolution of China.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Okay.
Okay, cool. So what do you think should be like your first step towards that revolution? What you are going to do?
First step, to be honest, I need to solve my own problems first. I need to make myself stronger. But now I just a beginner of the Krishna consciousness. I still have so many mental, spiritual questions about living. So just as beginning, I said, okay, sometimes I feel a little up, sometimes I feel a little down, so I'm still not stable. I have to get stronger, and then have the chance to help others. So the first step, I need to help myself.
That's a good strategy. So how do you make yourself stronger in Krishna consciousness?
First, I think the first thing I need to read more books to solve my philosophies. I don't know how to say that. It's a philosophy problems or mechanic problems. I'm still a little confusing about that. I need to contact the guru more, and then read the books more, and connect with the devotees more. Yeah, I think this is only 3 ways to help ourselves.
Great ways. And maybe we have some questions from the audience?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, somebody's watching us.
Like when I was in China, I mentioned in the metro nobody's reading anything. Like in Russia, all the people, they are reading so much newspapers, many books. So in Russia, many people, they connected with Sridhar Maharaj philosophy and his wisdom by his books. So what Chinese people like look or watch, and what you usually watch when you like want to dive in something like spiritual, in something connected with Krishna consciousness? What do you have favorite book or some favorite lecture, some film that you like, now I will watch this for an hour or two?
Yeah, how to say, in China there's a saying about spiritual living. It's about new idea, campaign. I don't know how to translate it into English, but it's about new maternity campaign. So there's so many books and ideas from Taiwan and China mainland, even Hong Kong. So many writers, and it's called The Master. It's all about the spiritual living. Yeah, I have a chance to read some books also. Just one book is about talking with God.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, in last several months I read that books, and also read some of our books, and I just want to find a difference and also want to let them to connect each other in some points. But anyway, I'm still doing that. I cannot say anything. Maybe I also need to ask some question from Maharaj.
Oh, is that like generally? I know in Russia, if you go in the metro, like, or what people are talking about, they're talking about newspapers or some books. In America, they're talking about talk show.
Oh.
So like in China, everyone with devices. That's what I've seen like outside of our center.
Yeah.
So how usually like Chinese people communicate? Like, I think Twitter or something like this, but Chinese way.
Yeah, you're right. Now the Chinese living, Chinese people's living is, I don't know how to say that, interfered by all kinds of information. Especially for the young people, they don't know how to figure out what kind of information is useful for them or not helpful for them. They just accept and read it and then transfer to each other. But they just do that. They have no time to think about carefully what's the information helpful or not. Yeah, I think your talking is real. For me, to be honest, I already cut off so many information. I just try to find out what kind of information useful and helpful for me, for myself, for my personal spiritual growth. But to be honest, I still don't do very well in that way. I still need to improve. I still need to read more books. Just like you say, we need to talk to each other more about the spiritual books and writings. Yeah.
Make some tea, come and talk.
Yeah.
Also, as right now with us is your little cute son, as a father, like how usually in China, like school or like government or like in family, Chinese teach what's right or what's wrong, like what's favorable, what's not, and how do you see this from spiritual point of view, like from the point of Sridhar Maharaj teaching?
Yeah,
Little
I think,
question.
yeah, you understand Chinese so much. Huh? Yeah, for me,
谢谢.
yeah, this time I planned to Chiang Mai. I think I have given my son a chance to access to Krishna consciousness. At least let him to get a little know about this place. Maybe this is the first step. Then when he grow up, he also will meet all kinds of living issues or even problems. Maybe they will crying and desperate for so many things. At that time, I will let him to get more information about the Krishna consciousness.
So did you talk to him about Krishna so far?
Yeah, these 2 days I already talked with him a little.
What does he think about it?
To be honest, very young still. He don't understand, just very, very happy.
Happy?
Yeah, happy everywhere. So many foreign friends and can even play with other cute boys.
Cool. Did he ask you yet why Krishna is blue?
Why?
Why Krishna is blue? Did he ask you?
No.
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 It's coming probably.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah. So I actually have one more question about China. So right now there is revolution in Thailand. There is a revolution in Ukraine. And we are expecting spiritual revolution in China. You, as a soldier, you already know what you need to do. You need to, like you said, I need to improve myself. But for our campaign, what strategy do you think would be most successful in preaching Krishna consciousness in China? Is it going to be like making cartoons or writing books or just talking to people? What do you think will be most successful?
Yeah, I think good questions. We already, our devotees in China also discussed these questions.
Uh-huh.
I think at this moment is
But
a very is a little.
Is it
how say-
secret? Is it top secret?
We're just talking in the center, center. Yeah, discussed. Yeah, do you know? I think help you just like I talked. I help myself is very weak way.
Yeah.
Help the group
Yes.
is the most strong way, my strongest way. Yeah.
So
So it's just how to approach Krishna consciously in China.
yes,
I think it's a great commission.
commission.
Yeah, mission. No.
Mission, great mission.
Yeah, great mission for us. Also
Yes.
a very strong and hard mission
Yes.
for us.
Why is it hard?
Hard means how say. First, our devotees are quite new, and our understandings is not so. I think not so much, or information not so much.
Okay.
This is the first thing, our own problems. Secondly is the outside world. Is how say the material world is so strong.
Yeah.
So when we sometimes we can take advantage of many kinds of information or something, but sometimes just a little, I'll say, against feelings.
Against
Yeah.
feelings of the real world.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay.
just a little,
But,
much different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you go on harinamas, or do you go door to door selling books, or do you sit in Chinese Facebook? What do you do to preach?
Yeah, I think Arinda have done much work in this way. Not in this way, maybe in other ways. Just how say build up our Chinese website, and also every day she put many how say good words from the books.
Oh, like quotes.
In the groups, communication group, yeah.
Cool.
And pictures, and invite more peoples come to our center, and even to Chiang.
So do people come to your center in China?
Yeah.
Is it illegal? Can you go to jail if they find out?
Actually, we don't do that so open. Just like a friend visit.
Okay.
Just like friend visit. Just we drink a tea together and talk some living.
Undercover.
issues.
Undercover.
Yeah.
Just drinking some tea, talking about Krishna.
Yeah.
What if some KGB person comes?
Oh, sorry.
Some communist spy. What if some communist spy comes to your tea? What can happen? Can they all kill you?
No, actually, we don't do much. How say activities? So many activities is open, and how say. I think we don't talk so much about the politics. I think why the government to do something interfere also.
So you're not very dangerous.
Yeah, but we need to be a little careful.
Okay.
If we want to do more activity, we have to ask the consult with lawyers.
Oh.
Yeah, in China, it's real so many regulations and rules.
Cool. What about you? What is your profession?
My profession.
Yeah. Where do you work?
Yeah, my major in university is engineering.
University of Engineering.
Yeah.
A teacher, or you're a professor?
No, it's just the normal one. Just the common one. It's my major is science technology, and after that I went to join in factories to be an engineer for the equipment maintaining.
Oh.
Yeah. After that I do some worked in the business loops, just like communicated with the factory and talk with designers, just a bridge, communication bridge.
cool.
Mm.
Do you talk to your co-workers about spiritual life or not?
Yeah, we talk a little about the spiritual issues,
Mhm.
and also talked about the Krishna consciousness openly. But before, I talked with a European colleague about the Krishna consciousness.
Really?
Yeah, he knows that.
They
because,
know?
Yeah, in European countries, just like British, French, I think France, even Sweden, and Denmark.
Mhm.
So many people know Krishnas.
Yeah. But in China? In China?
China, there is except the Shenzhen center, I think it's around the Shenzhen, there's a Foshan city. Also, so many people know Krishna consciousness. Did you know the ISKCON's center in China for many years already?
Oh, that's true.
Mm.
Cool. Maybe you can tell us something about your center. Who are those people that live there?
It's Nanina Didi and
Mhm.
the Changja Didi, Jaya Didi, Mukhi Didi, and I think there's Suchitra now. It's a newcomer to Shenzhen.
Really?
So it's about 4 and 5 Didis living here.
What do they do? Do they just drink tea all the time? Or
No, they also except they communicate each other. They also invite more and more friends to come here. They talk about let them to have the chance to access to Krishna consciousness. But in past months, they are busy with the Fudong projects. They didn't spend much time maybe in this kind of activity now. So we have to we have the two major mission now. One is Fudong. Second, one is Fudong. One is Krishna
one is
consciousness.
Fudong, one is.
Yeah.
Well, they're all connected after all. And you said something about this new lady. What is her name?
Yuan Yuan.
Yuan Yuan?
Yeah.
Does she speak English? Or maybe you can tell us something about her story.
To be honest, I don't know her very much. Just that we met in the plane.
All
This is
right.
the second time. The first time in the center, she was invited by Nanina to drink tea together and talk about the
To drink
consciousness.
tea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can invite her to talk about that.
Really? Shall we? The audience, what do you think? Shall we invite Yuan Yuan?
Sure.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on, tell us your story. We have like 10 minutes left. Come on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Careful with the microphone.
Okay.
Her major is philosophy and English. Come on. Just jump. Let me help you. This. Great. So, we have just a little bit time left and we are eager to hear your story of coming to Krishna consciousness.
For me, the first step is to attend the lecture of Maharaj when he was in Shenzhen. And when I was in the lecture and when he gave his understanding of Krishna and his understanding of the word, and I think, that is the right way for me, and I really appreciate his smartness and his humors, and it's really attractive to me. And I haven't seen any person can understand this word in this way. So after that, I have have some interest in Krishna,
Okay.
and then I have a very good friend in Krishna Center
Yes.
of Shenzhen.
Who is that?
It's Nanina and Chandra, yeah. So that's the 2 step for me. And third step is now I'm here. Yeah, I came to Chiang Mai and to experience the big family, just as Nanina said, very warm family, a big family, and harmonious family here. So for me, I just see myself as an observer.
Observer.
Yeah.
So right now, just looking.
Yeah, looking and feeling and experiencing. Yeah. Just as you asked Arinda before, what is the how to say spiritual living in China? Maybe
Yeah.
most Chinese will believe in Buddhism.
Buddhism.
Yeah, and for me, I'm attracted to Buddhism maybe for very long years ago when I was as a child. I don't know why. I just maybe it's the root of a Chinese person.
Root.
Yeah, it's a root, a spiritual root. If any Chinese person said, I love Chinese culture, I think more or less he or she will have experienced such root in Chinese traditional culture.
So there is some like deep spiritual understanding inside the Chinese, even
Yeah.
like underlying their existence.
Yeah. So when I see this, what I said is that most Chinese people, if they have any attention about Chinese culture and Chinese traditional culture, he or she will experience the Buddhism, the philosophy of Buddhism, and in the Chinese way of Buddhism, we call it Zen, Zen.
Chanzen.
Zen, yeah, and the Japanese developed Buddhism into the daily life, called the daily life Zen.
Oh, wow.
When you do anything, it's the practice the Buddhism, practice the Zen. Yeah, when you drink water, you have to, or you try to drink it slowly. And when you water a flower, you will try to with respect for the flower.
Wow.
Yeah, of course it's beauty, and you have to, when you do anything in your life, any action, any idea, you have to observe yourself. So that is the development of Buddhism in China and then in Japan. And I think for any educated Chinese person, I think more or less they will experience such kind of philosophy. And I think it's very clear, it's very close to Krishna idea. And before I went to Chiang Mai yesterday evening, I watched some video given by Maharaj on YouTube, and and then I watched some video given by Buddhist from Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's like a comparison. Compare it's two kind of comparison. Yeah, it's two kind of philosophy, two kind of understanding of this word, and I think they have the common object. That is to when you experience your life in this world, you have to have to lead yourself into another level that is over the reality. Yeah, in Krishna is about love and devotion. Yeah,
and what about Buddhism?
For Buddhism, Buddhism said that there is also suggestion for you should love the people, but such love maybe is more or less have some distance. That is the core that 慈悲 mercy. Yeah, mercy. That means you love the person, you love the others, but you will try to make yourself not be confused by such kind of love. You will have some have some warning before you love other people. That is you know you should give your love. You should do something for for other person, but not make yourself be confused by the purpose. So that's my my understanding about Buddhism, and my first 3 steps of experiencing Krishna. And I think Krishna is also a very beautiful philosophy, and I'm attracted to it. And I want to know more about Krishna consciousness.
Great.
Yeah.
And Krishna consciousness wants to know more about you. We have a question from the audience right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, as a philosopher, like in Russia, nobody is reading Russian writers who amaze all the world. I've seen that Chinese don't really read Chinese philosophy. So I wanted to ask you, as a philosopher, professional philosopher, what's the biggest goal in life in China? Because from some Chinese wise men, they said like man must have goal that's standing out of the life, something that you can't reach in life, then you'll have a goal in life. So what's right now like the philosophy faculty giving you as the goal of life, or like what is the like why do you live? What do you need to achieve?
I can understand your confusion and anxiety about Chinese people. Yes, I have to I have to say that many Chinese people in current stage is a little confused. They don't know the object, don't know the real purpose of life. And as you know, this stage for China is a very experience very huge change, and a very developed so quickly. And many people, what we can say, most people think that earning money is the biggest or is the only purpose for their lives. But I think that is just a stage, and that's just for a part of people. I think there's still some people can't find the problem of current spiritual loss. Many people lost in this stage, but I don't think we should be pessimistic about nowadays situation. So what we can do is just to give our devotion to others, give our understandings of life, of purpose. And maybe you know much about China, but you didn't know everything about China, about China's cities. This year, in 2030, China, Shenzhen won the title of Reading Model City, which was given by United States. And Shenzhen city government really have done many works to push people to reading. And they think that reading is the way to change our lives. So I think that is the hope. Maybe the situation is very bad, it's not so good, it's not so ideal, but we still have hope. We still can do something to change our right now situation.
Great. Yeah. That is very hopeful. Unfortunately, we are almost out of our air time, but we shall continue later.
Okay.
And maybe we can invite some Chinese lady to sing kirtan for us. Maybe Chandra?
Yes.
Do you want to come and sing?
Let's have Chinese Kirtan part. Bring all the Chinese to the screen.
Do you want?
Okay.
There. Great, thank you. Let's invite Chandra and then
Okay.
we can continue talking after. Maybe you can just come here without cartels, because they kind of sound too loud. Please. Traditional kirtan. Okay. So you lead and we will follow. We will follow your Chinese revolution. Thank you.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvarajikacharya Varyashtata Shishimad Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Rekak Shridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki
Jai.
Shila Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Grantarat Srimad Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Bimal Vadut Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Shila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mata Acharya Arinda Ki
Jai.
All the devotees Ki
Jai.
Chinese spiritual revolution Ki
Jai.
Harinam Sankirtan Ki
Jai.
Gaur Premanande Haribo.